Hello, so today I'm going to make a tier list for the alt arts for the legends of the Riftbound Tcg. Let's go. Alright, so today we just have a short video for you guys. We're just gonna take a look quickly through the alt arts here for the legend of Riftbound Tcg. Just kinda for fun, just make a tier list of them here as well, tier list, and see which ones I kinda like more than the others. So let's start here. So first one, we have this Kaisa, very cool looking. Kaisa definitely a little bit different. I really like how, the artist in here portrayed the power that Kaisa has. Very menacing looking. Very neat art. I like that a lot, and won't be mad if I were to get this and pull this. Or actually, let's change the names of the tier list here. Actually, maybe we just need 3. Maybe I don't need all of them here. Let's see. Won't mind pulling. Be very happy to pull. And Sag. Yeah, I think that's all the tier list that we need, right? I don't need any more in here. Just kind of delete these rows here. Change the colors a bit in here as well. Let's have this here, not like green, just that this is red. I don't mind red, but have the red there, and yeah, this should be okay. Yeah, probably in here Kaisa. I won't mind pulling a Kaisa. Now this is just basically just for the art. I'm not ranking them on kind of the effects, so well, but maybe there's a little bit of bias in here. Who knows? Alright, next is the Volibear card. This one, it's very good, the art, but at the same time, it's nothing that's like, making me wow. It looks cool, but at the same time, it just also kind of generic. It already feels kind of like the art that's available in the League of Legends world, so there's no reinterpretation kind of thing. So it's very neat, but it's not a card that I'm gonna be excited to pull, actually. Oops. There we go. Be okay like that. Alright, that's Foley. Next, Darius. Ooh, I like this. Little guy here. He's carrying. Cool art. Yeah, Darius. That's a really neat art in here. I wish though he did pop more, or you feel it a little bit more. Maybe with the assuming that's blood at the bottom there, you can barely see, which kind of got covered by the text, but that would have been cool if we could probably see that. Maybe that makes it pop some more, but yeah, still it's a cool art like that. You still feel kind of his hand of Noxus, cool. Next, I skipped over Jinx. Jinx loose cannon. So this one, this one, the card art that I really like a lot. Definitely some Arcane inspiration in there, but it really pops as an artwork. It's very noticeable right away. It stands out completely different from the other arts that we have for her, and just suits Jinx very well. So this one's really cool card. I like that a lot. And yeah, so this one I'll be very happy to pull that card. Next, Ahri. Alright, so this is the one that I'm kind of talking about when I say, giving it a totally different interpretation. So you see the art in here, it's very different from your typical League of Legends artwork. You compare this to something like Volley, like, you know, it's a reinterpretation. You know, the artist totally had free reign. They just know who, they just probably got the idea of who Ahri is and then incorporated all their artwork on there, which makes the card stand out so much more. And because of that, I will put that there. I think actually this is my favorite looking card that I've seen so far. Next is Lee Sin. Oh, this one, same thing. Very, very cool, you know. Although I do prefer the Ahri just a little bit, but still, the Dragon Fist Lee Sin here from the skin line, very, very cool. I really like how this looks as well. And yeah, this again looks very, very different from the other cards in the game. So something like this, you see it, we're like, whoa, that's awesome. Right. So yeah. Next is Yasuo here. Oh, this one also very, very cool. Probably not as cool as the other ones that I've seen, but this one here would look amazing in foil. If I can just imagine, like, the eyes here are the part that's like standing out on the foiling. Now, if it's like that, this card would be insanely sick to look at. As is though the artwork itself, it's alright. You know, I don't mind having this artwork. Probably like it a little bit more than Kaisa, just if the foiling on this would look sick like that. Yeah, that's a cool artwork on here, but it is a little bit different. I haven't seen Yasuo kind of like this, so it's very neat. Next is Leona. Ooh, very dark and mysterious. For me though, Leona has been like, you know, the radiant, you know, the sun. That's what I always think of her. So something like this kind of feel like it doesn't match the vibe of Leona. I would admit though, this looks very, very cool still. The art looked very, very cool. But for the vibe that I want for Leona, I think it would have been better if it's a little bit brighter, you know, but I see what the artist is going for in here. Still very, very neat. Right, next we have Teemo. Oh, this is very, very cute, you know. Definitely a cool interpretation of Teemo. Unfortunately, I don't know if I Wanda be very happy to pull, but a very, very cute card. Very much more animated compared to the normal Teemo, which is like a little bit mix of the hyper real or some realistic things in there. But yeah, this one is very cute. Look at how jolly Teemo looks in here. Yeah, just cute art, and the color. I love purple, I love green. So very, very nice color combo there. I wish Teemo was purple green, yeah, instead of blue purple, but it is what it is. Alright, next we have Viktor. Okay, so this Viktor, I am not the biggest fan of this Viktor at all. I got what I said earlier with, you know, interpretation, and which is cool. I can see Viktor kind of have his back turned facing up, but it's so, I don't know, it's not for me. There's just, I guess, a little, also too much white space in here, and I think it would just be cool if I get more of the art. I think this will be cool if you have the continuation of this kind of thing here. You know, if you could see the full image, and then maybe if they rotated that, you know, it might have been nice. But just that being cut off like this here, not the biggest fan of it. You know, I still feel like there might have been different ways to showcase something like Viktor. Next is Misfortune. Ooh, this one looks awesome. I really like the art on this. You know, Misfortune. I forgot what this skin is called, actually. I don't know why. I feel like it's so common, but I can't remember from the top of my head right now. But anyway, that's this art looks sick. I like the art. You still know it's Misfortune here, and then yeah, very, very cool looking. And then obviously they applied their own creative liberty into creating this. So yeah, you still get misfortune attitude in there, so very cool card. And then last but not least, we got Sett. Alright, for Sett, I think might be here. I think I prefer the base Sett rather than the alt art Sett. This one just does nothing for me, you know. The base art Sett, which I probably look in here if you kind of scroll. This one, I just think this looks so much more. It's busier. It feels more like the boss than this, which just seems, I don't know, this doesn't do anything for me compared to the other card actually. So yeah, the misfortune, definitely I feel like this one way better. The Viktor, yeah, this one, yeah, this might be better. I prefer this. Teemo for sure, I prefer that. Leona, I prefer the alt art for Leona. Lee Sin 100% alt art. Yasuo alt art probably better. Darius alt art, I'll prefer more. Jinx 100% alt art. Kaisa, yeah, probably alt art too. Voli, alt art as well. I don't guess it's only So if I'm just ranking them like as is, it's probably this. But if I'm ranking them how I want them, probably like that. You know. So yeah, I think so. I'll stick with this and kind of how I want them. I guess I said I was gonna rank the art, but it turned ended up making it ranking on which ones I like more than the others. But anyways, that's it for today's video. If you guys like, keep watch for the channel. There's a few more videos coming up. Riftbound is starting. I'm very excited for the game. There's plenty of content that I have in the pipeline, so very excited to share that with you. So like and subscribe and drink your veggies.